This game recap is brought to you by Manscaped's Foot Duster Foot Deodorant. Say goodbye to stinky foot funk with this essential deodorant spray. Head over to manscaped.com and use the promo code SACCITY for 20% off and free worldwide shipping. The Foot Duster Foot Deodorant by Manscaped. The best protection any place below the waist.
The Atlanta Falcons defeated the Detroit Lions 27-23 on the back of rookie quarterback Desmond Ridder throwing a 21-yard touchdown pass to Jared Bernhardt with a minute 30 left to go in the game, giving AJ's Atlanta Falcons the big-time dub in Desmond Ridder's first preseason action. AJ, what were your takeaways from the game? Specifically, what were your takeaways from the Falcons? As a Falcons fan watching this, what were your takeaways?
Honestly, a lot of what I saw was what I expected. I did think Desmond Ridder would look about where he sat in this first game. Honestly, I'll give him a little bit more credit. He played a little bit better than I thought he would in his first action on the NFL field. But sadly for me, I look for the issues because I know what we can do well, and this offensive line is still nowhere near where we're at. But I feel where we need to be, excuse me. But I do feel more comfortable knowing that if and probably when we have an early pick next season, I don't think we need to spend it on a quarterback. We can get this line intact. So I'm excited to see what's going to happen, and I'm very happy that Drake London's injury is not that serious. Just a couple weeks probably, and he'll be ready to go for the beginning of the season.
Yeah. Aaron, what about you? What were your takeaways from this game?
Yeah, first, it was what I said, which was the Atlanta Falcons defense is absolutely dog shit because Detroit went right down the field, boom, 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 scored a touchdown and said, you know what? We're done for starters for the day. DeAndre Swift, go sit down. Amon-Ra St. Brown, go sit down because we knew this defense is trash. Listen, I love A.J. Terrell. Casey Hayward, shout out, gave me an interview. Love it. Good corners. The rest of that defense, ton of issues on that side of the ball. But to me, the takeaways was the Detroit Lions offense. I loved the way they went down the field. And literally, I am thanking the heavenly fathers of fantasy football for DeAndre Swift. Because if he is healthy this year, I'll say it. I'll say it now. I won't even save it for fantasy show. He could be the number one fantasy football player at the end of the season. Number one. And I'll just leave it at that. He looked great. Healthy DeAndre Swift is money. Go get him. That's it. I was impressed with Detroit's offense. The rest of the game, obviously, from quarter 2 on, is all about Desmond Ridder. I thought he did play pretty well. Thought he played more, a little bit better than I thought he actually would. And he has that poise about him. He's always been that kind of mature guy. So I expect him to be able to come in and be an NFL quarterback. It's really about, is he a franchise quarterback? That's really what the debate's going to be over the course of the season and, and this years going by.
We joked about how preseason wins and scores and tie. We've joked around about ties in preseason, and Arthur Smith came out and said there was no way we were going to kick. No one wants a tie. We were going to try and make a play and try to win. I don't think Joe Gibbs and Tony Dungy went to the Hall of Fame on their preseason records. So good on Arthur Smith for just going out there, putting his quarterback in a situation to either win it or lose them the game. One last little note, at least on the Falcons side of things. On the Falcons side of things, AJ, I'm going to give you it. And then Aaron, on the Detroit Lions side of things, I'm going to give you one more. Marcus Mariota, 10 for 22 for 103 and 2 touchdowns. What did you think of – or that was Desmond Ridder's.
That was Desmond Ridder.
That was Desmond Ridder's. What did you think of – really what I'm trying to ask here is what did you think of Marcus Mariota's performance in this game? How did he look controlling the offense? What were your thoughts?
The mobility is what stands out to me, and that was one thing that people, I guess, if you wanted to point to a problem spot for a quarterback last year, which is asinine, but was the fact that our line was trash and Matt Ryan couldn't get out of the way. That's not exactly the problem with Mariota. He's mobile, so is the backup in Desmond Ridder. That rushing touchdown, he fought. That was impressive. We didn't get a lot of them, so I'm really looking forward to see how he can handle these swings of a game, a series or two. It doesn't tell me much. You're an NFL quarterback. You've been a veteran in this league for a while. You were really good coming into the league. You know this game. So he's expected to go out for one series or two and play like that. So I'd love to have more for you on week 2 and week 3 of the preseason when he's playing a quarter or 2 quarters the entire game.
Yeah. On the Lions side, Aaron, what did you think of Aidan Hutchinson?
First play impact, right? That's what you talk about when you get a first round pick, so number 2 overall. We saw it with Trayvon Walker week 1 and then again in week 2. First play is just, he looks like he can be a dominant player on defense, maybe a little bit more than I even thought. I did think he was the safest pick, and I said that before. Like, I thought he could come in right away and fill in the job of what you expect from a number 1, number 2 overall pick. And I thought he did just that. I don't think they have much to worry about. I think he fits the Motor City. He's, ties there, played at college there. It's a good fit for him. I think he'll be fine. Really what the question with his is he going to be a superstar, or is he going to just be that the guy that's good, a really good pick, solid, right pick at number 2, had a great career, or is he going to be that Hall of Fame level player that Detroit really wants him to be? So I think that's the only question mark, but good on him. Good first outing. I expect more big things to come from him.
Yeah. Next up for the Detroit Lions, they head to Indianapolis, take on the Colts Saturday, August 20th. And next up for the Falcons, they head to MetLife, take on the Jets Monday, August 22nd.